Hello, karibu SolidWorks Tanzania. Ni matumaini yangu umekuwa na vipindi bomba sana ambavyo vimepita. So tumefanikiwa kumaliza kusoma kuhusu AutoCAD two-dimensional drawings, lakini pia AutoCAD 3D drawings. So this is a special section for doing a practice on 3D drawings. And just a point of concern, AutoCAD iko vizuri sana kwenye create two-dimensional drawings, right? Lakini when it comes to creating 3D drawings, then yeah, I can tell like kunakuwa na lots of complications, right? Just coming up with simple features and geometries might take you hours, minutes, takes you longer. That's why kukawa na software zingine developed kwa ajili ya kufanya 3D drawings kama SolidWorks. You see, so AutoCAD performs very best in 2D dimension. I give it its flowers. But then when it comes to 3D, SolidWorks is way easier and way better. You know, you can come up with a very complex geometry very quickly as compared to AutoCAD. AutoCAD has a lot of rules and regulations, and yeah, but it doesn't mean it's undoable. Okay, it's actually doable. You can do it, although it will take you time, right? So it's cool to have overviews and see some ABC on this. Okay, so before we go further, let's see. This is the geometry that we created on the previous lesson. And I would like to show you another way of creating this, but I'll just draw the lower section only. So previously nilichora hii slot ya chini, alafu nikachora pia na hizi small holes, nika press pull, alright? Lakini now nataka nichore just the slot itself, ni extrude alafu subtract the holes from it. Okay, so let's do it. So let's draw the center to center of these two bigger circle, which is 22.5 millimeter apart. So come here, select the view that we are drawing, stop view that we are drawing. It's very important to know from which view you are drawing from the initial point. Take a line here, switch on the ortho mode so that your lines are restricted to be straight, either vertical or horizontal. So starting point here, go in this direction, 22.5, enter, enter, then zoom to extent, scroll. Now let's draw our C4 cycles. Center here, radius is 18, enter, enter again to repeat the cycle, center here, radius is 18, enter, L for line, enter, so we have a line here to here, escape, enter again to repeat drawing a line, here to here, escape, tierra for trim, enter, hold it down and trim everything that you want to be trimmed like that, and then J for join. Let's join these individual entities, line, then arc, then enter, then we have one entity like that. Let's go to southwest isometric, select this one, then say extrude. This, the extrusion here was 4.4. Mind you, kama ningekuwa nimeka ikasa downward like this na nataka extrude kwenda up, ningeandika minus 4.4, so minus 4.4, enter. So it will go there upward by minus 4.4. Let's see, shaded with edges. Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, yeah, so let's go back to 2D wireframe to put other features. 2D wireframe, so what features? So I have to draw this guide slot, right? The guide slot has a radius of 13, cycles with radius of 13, and then the center lines. Let me do that. And these holes, these bigger holes that goes in by zinaenda by 1 thickness, they have diameter of 7, radius is 3.7. We have 6 holes at those points where we have the center lines and the slot interfering. Okay, so let's do just that. So let me draw lines. Let's say a line from here to here, escape another line from here to there, escape another line, say from this center here to that center there, escape. All right, yeah. So now let me draw the cycles for this, the inner slot. The radius is 13, enter, another cycle, radius center here, the radius is 13, enter, and then Let me draw the lines that joins the two cycles. L for line, from here to there. Escape another line from very center here to very center here. Escape. TR for trimming. So I trim this one and then I trim this one. All right. And then now I have my centers for the cycle, the smaller cycles. They had a diameter of 7, so radius is 3.5. So C for cycle. Select cycle here. Radius is 3.5. Enter. Now I can just mirror this. Select this. MI for mirror. Mirror it from let's say from this point to 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 that point. Enter. Someone may restrict cursor straight, so I'll just have a straight line to mirror. Again, mirror this one and that one. Enter. From this point, let's say, to that point. Enter. That's the mirror, where the mirror lies. We have it there. C for cycle again. Here, the radius is 3.5 again. MI for mirror. Select this one. Enter. From here, let's say to here. Enter. Then I have my cycles like that. So I can delete all these center lines and the slot, the guiding slot. I'm also balisha with construction geometry. It won't be much of a big deal. They won't affect your solid commands like extrude or nothing. So delete them. Okay. Construction line is on a dash the line. I'm also going to center line. Then extrude. So select component. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, that one, and that one. Enter. It goes down. So just write a value, positive value, kwa sababu nimesha point direction down. Ingekuwa up ningepoint negative. So they go down by 1. Yes, so they are like that by 1. Okay, so unaweza ukaja hapa kwenye shaded with edges. So we have to subtract the holes. To get the holes, we have to do subtract. So SU for subtract, enter. Select object to stay. This slot stays, enter. Object to go. This this one, that one, that one, and that one, enter. Yeah, voila, we have it like that. So go to 2D wireframe again to position the other cycles. So let me draw the inner cycles. So let me put center lines to guide me where I position them. Another center line here to here, and then the rest I'll just mirror. So what's the the inner cycle, which is this one, has a diameter of how much? I mean, it's this one actually, for this smaller one. So the smaller one has a diameter of 3.4. That means it has a radius of 1.7. So let me put them. So take C cycle here, center there. Radius is 1.7. Enter. So delete this line. I can say MI mirror. Mirror this one. Enter. So I can mirror it from this point, center point of this line. Let's say why is the center here? Let's say here. Enter. Again, MI for mirror. So this one and that one. Enter. My line goes, let's say, from this center to here. Enter. That's the 2 points of the mirror. Again, MI for mirror. We mirror. Okay, so I have to draw a cycle here. So C for cycle, I draw it at this center. Find the center here. The radius is 1.7. Enter. Then I can just select this line and delete it and say MI for mirror. So mirror this one. Enter. Mirror point. The mirror lies from this center here. It's exactly at the middle here, so that it reflects here to here, and thus that it reflects here. After that, I can just say extrude. I can select my cycles, this one, that one, that one, that one, and that one, and that one. Enter. I can just extrude them in excess sababu nataka subtract, so it's not a big deal. So shaded with edges, then SU for subtract. Then I select what I want to subtract. So I can select my inner extrusions. this one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. Enter. Oh, sorry. So SU, the first object that we select is the object to stay. This is slot stays. Enter. Object to go. This one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. Enter. Okay. So let's say southwest isometric. Voila, we have the lower section like that. So you can proceed with the rest of the other sections, and it will be just fine. If I want to do a fillet here, a fillet of what? The fillet here was a radius of 1, right? A fillet of radius of 1 here. So this fillet, I can just say F for fillet, and then I'll select fillet edge here. Fillet edge, I'll say R for radius, enter. Radius is 1, enter. And then I can select this edge, this one, select this one, can select that one, and this one. Enter, enter. And then I can give this component a color. Right click, properties. Let's say it's yellow or green, green, like that. I can select view here. I say realistic. Yeah, let me move this coordinate from here, goes maybe there. Yeah, so there we have our 3D component like that, right? You can free orbit it if you want, but you can add the rest of the parts on top of it. Okay, I hope you have captured something from that. So let me delete that. Control A, delete. Let's go to another feature. So let's go back here to top view, and let me go to 2D wireframe. Let me just move this to, let's say, here. Okay, so next, yeah, so this is our practice. So in this practice, unapoona mchoro wote ambao kwenye 3D, kitu cha kwanza ambacho unafanya una decide unataka kuchora from which view. So this is the top view, this is the top view, and then this is the front view, and then this is the left view, the other one there is the right view, right? So front view, the other one back view, then top view, then the lower one bottom view, then left view, the other one right view. So utaona mwenyewe ni rahisi kutoka upande gani. So let's draw this from this front view, from front view kwanza tuchore hichi kipande. So tunaweza tukachora this component here, here, and then this arc here, then here, and then we can extrude it by, tunaweza extrude it by 10 kwa sababu ndio hii thickness hapa, by 10, alafu tukaja tukachora tena aka kapata hapa kenyewe, alafu tukachora tena hii nyingine tuka extrude by 10. Lakini simply tunaweza tuka extrude hii yote 52, alafu hii tukaja tukai subtract hii part hapa, tukachora hapa rectangle fulani, alafu tuka extrude, tuka subtract, tukabaki na hii part ya katikati, right? Okay. So let me do that. So let's draw this. So hapa hadi hapa ni ngapi? Kama hapa na radius ya 30, radius ya 30 inamaanisha diameter kutokea hapa mpaka hapa ni diameter ambayo ni 60. That means hapa mpaka hapa ni 60, alafu kwenda mpaka center ya hiyo radius ya 30 ni ngapi? Ni 80. 60, 80, 60, 80. Alafu tutachora hii ya radius ya 30. So let's do that. So mind you, this is the front view. So when you come here to draw your 2D view, you select front. Okay? View is very necessary, it's very essential to know that. And then now we draw with the line from here going this way, 80, and again so that we can zoom this to extent like that. This one I can just move it, let's say here. Okay, line again, that was 80, inaenda chini by 60, inaenda hivi 80, inaenda hivi 60, enter. Then C for cycle with the radius center here. Unaweza ka click tu hapa au unaweza kaingiza radius 30, sawa. Then T R for trim, so trim this one and that one, escape. Then we have to join all of these so that we have a single entity. So J for join. So select this line, this arc, this line, and this line. Enter. So this is a single entity now. And then we come here and they say southwest isometric. You see it, it's on the front. And then we click this, we say extrude. We extrude it by how much? What's the extrusion value? It goes by 52. So 52, we point it in the direction of extrusion, this direction, positive value. Sababu we don't go opposite this direction that I have pointed. 5, 2, 5, 2, enter. Okay, now what? Now I can draw this hole and that hole. So this first hole is at a distance, is the very center of this, like this one, but it is positioned 94 from this point. So I'll draw a line from this center 94 to that point, and then I'll draw another line going backward by 32. So I position these two cycles, 94 to 32. So I can just rotate it this a little bit, and then I can take a line here, and I can draw from here, center, going this way, 94, 94, enter. Then I can go down by, let's say 5, sababu nataka tukurudi nyuma hapa, by 32, enter, and then naweza panda hapa juu, let's say that one. Okay, so I have this center, sababu hiyo ilikuwa 32, right? 32 center to center. Hii cycle yenyewe ina radius, diameter ya 10, so radius ya 5. So C for cycle here, radius 5, enter. Another C for cycle here, radius 5, enter. Then I can just delete this one and that one. Zilikuwa zinanisaidia tu kupata center, ama naweza convert ziwe construction line ama center lines, hazita affect my solid model. Okay, control Z. Naona hapa kuna vitu vimetofautiana. Let me draw again. Center here, radius 5, enter. Again, center here, radius 5, enter. Yeah, that's correct. Cycle ingine ilikuwa ndogo zaidi last time, labda ilisema ni center and diameter. Delete these ones. Now this one, select these two and say extrude. So I can just extrude them extremely way beyond the object, so that I can just subtract them easily, right? And just say SU for subtract, object to stay this one, and objects to go this one and that one, go, enter. So yeah, voila, I have the holes already. Now what next? Naweza irudisha hii kwenye 2D sketch, 2D wireframe. Now nataka kutengeneza ile slot hapa katikati. So what will I do? Nitachora hapa rectangle fulani ambayo imeacha huku 10 na huku 10 na huku na hapa imeacha 15. So naweza tokea katikati niende 15, niende huku 16 ambayo ni nusu ya 12, afu huku ni exceed, afu nirudi hivi 32, nirudi mpaka hapa point, afu niende hapa. Right? So 15, 16. Line kutokea hapa katikati narudi hivi 15 ndio position, naenda kule 16, huku naenda na extend, huku narudi 32, hapa narudi mpaka natafuta hii point hapa, hii hapa, then narudisha hapa, then hii naweza delete, then J for join. So I join this line and that line and that line and this line and that line and that line too. Enter. This one entity, yes. So now I can extrude this entity downward excessively like that. Then I can just go here, shaded with edges. So you see that? So now I can just subtract this rectangle that I've just drawn to remain with the part that I'm looking for. So SU for subtract, select the part that stays. This part stays, enter. The part that goes, this part goes, enter. Voila! It's coming beautiful, right? Okay, so here again 2D wireframe, 2D wireframe, okay, like that. So what else? nimemalizana na huku, so nakuja huku sasa. Hapa ilichorwa cycle, hii hapa ilikuwa tu fillet. Hii fillet hapa ina radius ya ngapi? Uh, okay, kuna chamfer hapa ya 3 times 45, right? So inaweza kuwa tu kama ni distance itakuwa ni 3 by 3, right? Kama ni distance chamfer. So I can just draw this circle. This circle diameter ya 40 imekuwa extruded by how much? So hii ya mwisho huku kama kuna 55 na hapa kuna 80. Maanake hii hapa ilikuwa extruded by 80 minus 55. Kwa sababu kutoka hapa mpaka hapa ndo 55. So 80 minus 55, 25. So this is 25, radius 20, sababu diameter ni 40, exactly at the center. Radius 20, extrusion 25. So let's do that. So naweza iflip hii kidogo like that, alafu nitafute center line kwanza. Center line hapa na hapa, cycle hapa. Hii cycle yangu na radius ya ngapi? 20, kwa sababu diameter ni 40. So select this, delete. So click this one, say extrude. So we extrude it outward by 25, enter like that. Okay, hata unaweza ukaja hapo ukaangalia kwenye shaded with edges ukaiona. Okay, again I have the other cycle, which is this one. This one has a diameter of how much? 25. Diameter of 25 extruded by 55. So 25, 55. So cycle, find the center of this. Okay, if we cannot capture the center, then draw a line from this corner here. Sorry, line from this corner to that corner. Then cycle at the center. Radius is, so diameter is 25, so radius is 12.5. Enter, right? Select this one, delete. So select this one and say extrude. So I'm extruding this by 55. Enter. So let's say come here and say shaded with edges. Yeah, there I have them. So now I can union all these ones to be one part. So UNI for union, enter, select this one, and that one, enter to be one part. So this is now one part. Okay. Okay. After that, I have this one here. This one here is like a fillet. A fillet of radius what? I don't know the radius of this, but there's a kadiria, let's say radius of 5. Let's say F for fillet, select fillet edge, R for radius 5. Let's select this edge here, this one. Enter, enter. Yeah, not bad. Feels okay. And then I have this chamfer here. So this chamfer is number, distance and angle. So distance and angle, hii angle ya 45 ni sawa tu na equal distance. So equal distance hapa itakuwa 3 by 3. So CH for chamfer. So select the chamfer edge. So D for distance, specify distance 1, 3, distance 2, 3, enter. Then select the edge, this one. Enter, enter. Then voila, there you have your component like that, beautifully. All right, beautifully. So I can control A, right click, properties, and say color, let's say red, close, close. There you have it. Now you can free orbit it, continuous orbit, let's say orbit this way. Yeah, yeah, so beautiful, right? It looks very good. Your component looks very good. Yeah. Okay, escape. So we can let's say we save this. did with edges. Let's say southwest isometric, control S. Let me save this to desktop. Let's say coupling. Let's call this coupling. Coupling, coupling. Save it on desktop. Say save. So I have saved the coupling, right? So unaweza ukabadilisha hapo ukasema sketchy, this is the sketchy view, or x-ray, this is x-ray views like transparent. So ukasema realistic, this is realistic view, shaded. So ukasema control P, select here PDF creator, you can just preview this. There's your preview. Yeah. Shaded with edges, and then control P, say PDF creator, say preview. Yeah, have it like that. So unaweza ukasema pia window, so window ka select bana, nataka display only this one, the preview. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, I hope you have understood that. Oh yeah. I'll show you how to do the dimensioning kwenye 3D drawings later on. For now, let's just focus on how to draw this 3D objects. This here is another practice. Yeah, so we can do this really quick. Okay, maybe we can do this really quick and see where we will. So ukiona object kama hii, kabla hujaichora amua mwenyewe unataka kuchora from which view. Kwa mfano this is the front view, unaweza ukachora hii front view yote hii, alafu ka extrude tu mpaka hapa ukawa umemaliza. Au unaweza ukachora hii component hapa peke yake, ukachora kaka component hapa pia peke yake, ama ukachora kaka component mpaka hapa, kutokea hapa mpaka hapa peke yake, alafu akaongeza peke yake, ama ukachora hii ya chini mpaka huku mwisho, alafu ukachora hii ya juu kuja hapa. Anyway possible, it's up to you. Ama unaweza ukachora hii hapa, kwa mfano ni huku ni left view, unaweza ukachora hii left view ka extrude kuja huku, then ukaja ukachora ingine. Yeah, you see where you think is easier to draw, but this one will be easier to draw from front. So unaweza tukachora kaka feature hapa kaka extrude, right? So let's see. So say here, click here, say new, click new, new AutoCAD template. Okay, open. Okay, so this is a new drawing. Yeah, so let's see. So dimension tunaweza tukachora hii hapa 16, alafu tukasogea hadi hapa ngapi? Mpaka hapa katikati. Maana kama hii ni 120 na hii ni 56, inamaanisha hapa mpaka hapa ni 120 minus 56, itakuwa 64. So hapa mpaka hapa 64, then inashuka chini by 50, by 50. Right? And then hapa kuna so 16, 64, 60. Let's draw that first. 16, 64, 60. So which view is that? Front view. Right? So line. Ortho mode must be on. So we go up by 16. Enter, enter. Zoom that to extent. Zoom it to extent. We can move this XY. Let's move from here to here maybe. L for line. From here we go this way 64, and then we go down by 60, 50, 50, enter, enter. So nimechora hapa 16 nikaenda huku mpaka hapa katikati 64, alafu nikashuka hapa 50. So nachora hii cycle ya nje kabisa. Hii cycle ya nje na radius ya ngapi? 25. So cycle ya nje na radius ya 25. So cycle center here, radius 25, enter. Then from there kuna hii line, hii line iko offsetted by much, so hata kutuia kuna 16, so naweza chora line kutokea hapa kwenda huko 56, 16. Okay, let me see. So 56, alafu naweza ipandisha hii mpaka juu kabisa hapa. Kwa mfano hapa kuna chamfer ya 45. So kama kutokea hapa mpaka hapa kwenye chamfer ni 62, maana kama hapa kwa mfano hapa ni 75, hapa ni 49. 75 minus 49 inabaki ngapi? 75 minus 49 inabaki kama 16. Right? Inabaki kama 16. 16 inamaanisha is it 16? No. So 75 minus 49 inabaki 26. 26 that means kuna 16 huku na 16 kule. Right? Distances. So kama huko kuna hapa, manake hapa mpaka hapa 16 na hapa mpaka pale 16, inamaanisha hapa chini kutakuwa hapa kutoka hii 62, sababu ni angle ya 45. Kama distance inayobaki hapa ni 16 na kule ni 16, hata inayobaki kwenye vertical pia ni 16 sababu angle ni 45. So tutaipa chamfer ya distance to distance. Kwa sasa tuchukue hii full height, baadaye tutaweka hii chamfer. So full height hapa kwa sababu hapa inaishia 62, tutajumlisha 16 itakuwa 78. So itaenda mpaka 78. So tutatokea hapa tutaenda 56, 78 then 16. So line L for line kutokea hapa kwenda huko 56, after panda hapa by 78, after rudi hapa by 16, after shuka hapa by how much? Hapa hadi hapa ni 16. Alright? Panafanana na hapa hadi hapa by intuition. So tumerudi hivi 16, tunashuka hapa ngapi? So tutashuka 78 minus 16, 62. Tutashuka 62 afu tutarudi hapa 62. So 62, enter, tutarudi hapa hivi na exceed like that. Oh, I'm so sorry. Kuna kitu nimekosea hapa. Hii naomba ni delete. So nilitakiwa nichore hii cycle. So mbona nilishuka hapa by 50, nitakuwa nichore center cycle at 25. Sio at 50. So at 25 nichore cycle radius at 25. So at center hapa ndo nichore cycle center hapa radius 25. Enter. That way. So hii naweza imove, hizi zote naweza move tu, nikazihamishia hapo juu, itakuwa niko correct. M for move it from here to here. Yeah. L for line here to here. Now we do TR for trim. So we trim here, trim there, trim there, trim there, trim there. Beautiful, right? So now what? I can extrude this. I extrude this by what? By 75, right? So from here to there, 75. So kwanza na join, J for join. So I have to join everything here. Okay, that, like that. Select all, join. So this is one entity. So naweza kuja hapa kwa southwest isometric, click this one, select this object, say extrude, and I extrude it by 75. And can come here and say shaded with edges. Yeah, it's almost what I'm looking for. So rudi hapa ni 2D wireframe. So tunakuja hapa tunachora hii cycle ndani afu tutai subtract. Hii cycle hapa ina ngapi? Hii cycle hapa in a diameter 25, manake radius 12.5 na iko exactly at the center of this other cycle. So 12.5. So what we do here is we find the center. So line ilikuwa ni from here, we say to there. Actually line yako ni guide. Yeah. Then cycle, center here, radius 12.5, enter, and then delete. Then this one we say extrude it in excess like that. Say shaded with edges. Okay. Then I can subtract that. SU, enter, select object to stay. This object stays, enter. This object goes, enter. Like that. Yeah. Beautiful. And then now I can chamfer this distance by distance. This text distance is 1616 because this is 45 angle. So 1616. So CH, enter. Oh, sorry, not CH. CHA. Sorry, CHA. Then select here chamfer edge. Then D for distance 16, distance 1 16, distance 2 16. Then select edge. This one, and that one. Enter, enter. Yeah. There we have our chamfer like that. Okay. Please do not misbehave. Okay. So we have it like that. Okay. Let me say southwest isometric. Let me say shade 2D wireframe. Now what? Where is this circle positioned? This cycle looks like positioned at the center of here to here. So the center of here to here is 62. Here to here is 62, so 31. So at 31, we have this cycle of diameter 25 again. So we come here, we draw a line from this point going down 31, enter, enter. And then there, we take a cycle, position it here, and oh, I'm sorry. Okay, let's say southeast. Okay, southwest isometric. Delete this. Take a line. Here says 31. Enter. Oh, sorry. Line from here going down. 31. Enter. Enter. Cycle. Yes. 12.5. Enter. Then delete this line. This one extrude this direction excess. Let's say 2D shaded with edges. Then SU for subtract. This object stays, this object goes. Yeah, we are almost there. So 2D wireframe. And then we put these two holes. These two holes equal 44 apart, but a distance of 16. Where you get it? So tunaweza tokea hapa twende huku 16, then twende huku 22 na huku 22. Tuchore hizo duara zina 12. Manake radius 6. So line here on top, go this way, 16, enter, go this way, this is 16, and then we go this way, 22, enter, enter. C for cycle. Put my cycle here. Sorry, let me position it in a way. Oh, sorry, this is not aligned. Let me draw a line here on top, goes this way, 16, enter, goes that way, 22, enter, enter. Cycle here, radius, diameter is 12, so radius 6, enter. So I can just mirror it. MI mirror this one, enter from this point. Just want to mirror that. from this point to that point. Enter. So I can delete these guidelines, and then I can extrude these two cycles. Say extrude them in excess downward. Let's say here. Let's say shaded with edges like that. Let's use subtract. Object stays. This one stays. Object that goes. This one and that one. Enter. And then voila, there you have it. So I can change its color. I can right click, say properties, say this color is what color. Let's say magenta or green. Let's say green. Yeah, there you have your green solid object like that. So you can free orbit it. You can orbit it like this. Yeah, so there you have it. I hope you have understood how we came up with this feature. All right. Um, yeah. So I hope you understanding how we do it, and you're actually capturing the simplicity of these 3D practices. Um, so let me control S to save this. So I save this desktop. So let's say geometry, geometry one. Just name it. Then say save. Okay, control S. Yeah, so you can change the views here. You can say conceptual, that's conceptual view. Hidden, this is hidden view. You can say realistic, that's the realistic view. You can say sketchy, that's a sketchy view. You can say wireframe. You can say x-ray. Okay, but then you can say shaded with edges. You can say control P for printing. You can say PDF creator. You can say here display is window. You can put the window of display, let's say here to here, like that, and then say preview, and then voila. There we have our 3D object like that. So yeah, okay, so kwa mfano hapo unaweza ukaja ukasema what is my top view. So this is the top view. Hata ukija hapa kwenye object, this is the top view, this is the top view. That's how it's visible here. Unaweza ukaja hapo ukasema ukasema front view, bottom view, this is the bottom view. Ukasema left view, this is the left view. That's it, that's this way. You see here and you see here on the left view. And then you can say right view. This is how you see the right view. You can come here and say front view. This is the front view, right, of your component. Come here and say back view. This is the back view. You can come and say now southeast isometric like that. You can say southeast isometric. You can say northeast isometric. You can say northwest isometric. Okay, so I hope you have understood a lot, and keep moving forward. You're in the right direction, and I'll see you at the top. Ciao.